All right, look, I do not care how different this is from my regular content. I just want to geek out about numbers. Okay, so 7 is the number of completion, and I respect it immensely, especially as a Christian. 5 is just inherently satisfying due to how clean its multiples are and how easy of a pattern it follows. 2 and 10 are very similar while not quite being on the same level as 5. But on the scale of coolness, nothing quite stacks up with the number 9. Hello everyone, my name's Aloubell, and I mentioned in passing before that prime numbers, i.e. numbers that are only divisible by 1 in themselves, bother me, with the exceptions of 5, 7, 11, 19, and 31. 5 and 7 for the reasons stated earlier, 11 because it's the OG numerical palindrome, 19 because of my birthday, and 31 because of Halloween. The other prime numbers just bug me and sincerely bother me. I kid you not, when I get gas for my car, I wait until the dollar amount lands on a composite number, i.e. a number with factors other than 1 in itself. Preferably a multiple of 5 or 10 before I stop the gas from flowing, as those are the most satisfying to me. Any other time I get something with numbers, it has to be a composite number, or else I spontaneously combust, or else I try again until I get one. Yes, I'm weird. Hush. So where does the number 9 come in? Well, I initially didn't care about 9. I was neutral about it, but I at least appreciated the fact that it led up to my actual favorite number, which is 45. I don't know why. It just feels right, you know? I mean, look at it. 45 is just nice to look at. It's just a nice number. I feel good about 45. Also, 45 is a multiple of 5, which makes it extra special. But back to 9. When it came to learning the multiples of 9 back in elementary school, I had to come up with a special way to remember what they were. I eventually realized that, up to a point, the number you multiplied by 9 would result in a number where the first digit is 1 digit less than the multiplier, and the second digit is the digit needed for the multiplier to reach 10. For example, 3 times 9 equals 27. 2 is 1 less than 3, and 7 is what's needed for 3 to get to 10. 9 times 8 equals 72. 7 is 1 less than 8, and 2 is what's needed for 8 to get to 10. As cool as this is, the system unfortunately seems to break down once you reach the multiplier of 11. Is what I initially thought. A few days ago, I realized that a similar pattern keeps going. 11 and, to a point, makes it so that the digits in the products have the first 2 digits represent 2 less than the multiplier, but the last digit is once again the number that gets the second digit of the multiplier to 10. For example, 9 times 12 equals 108. 10 is 2 less than 12, and 8 is what's needed for 2 to get to 10. And 9 times 13 equals 117. 11 is 2 less than 13, and 7 is what's needed for 3 to get to 10. If I had to guess, the pattern eventually changes to where the first 2 digits of the product are 3 less than the 2 digits of the multiplier. I don't know when that point is, but that's pretty cool. But wait, that's not actually the coolest part about the number 9. There's actually a much easier way for someone to figure out the products. If you add up the digits of the multiples of 9, they equal 9. Don't believe me? 9 times 2 equals 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9. 9 times 3 equals 27. 2 plus 7 equals 9. Keep moving up the multipliers and the fact stays the same, to a point. Eventually, adding up the digits will equal 18. When does the shift occur? Once again, on number 11. 9 times 11 equals 99. 9 plus 9 equals 18. 9 times 12 equals 108. 10 plus 8 equals 18. Yes, this continues also to a point. For a while, the pattern dances between the product's digits adding up to 9 or 18. But eventually, the digits will add up to 27, and even beyond that, eventually 36. The digits add up to the products of 9 forever and always, and this is just so cool. The only other numbers that have a consistently predictable and relatively easy to understand pattern, aside from the obvious of 1, is 2, 5, 10, and 11. Who would have thought that 9 would join the ranks? 8 sort of has something going on as well, but it's not as fun to talk about. This is 9's time to shine, and I've been waiting to talk about this completely random topic, which is gonna confuse the algorithm, but whatever. Sometimes you just gotta do something silly. Also, if you knew all this stuff about the number 9, please pretend that you don't, because I just discovered it, and it feels to me like I discovered the mathematical One Piece, and I want everyone else to be excited about this too. I'm so certain I'm not the first one to figure this out, but the fact that it's a thing excites me. Like, I even annoyed my dad with it for a while, and anyone else who was willing to listen in real life about the number 9, and it just kind of blows my mind. 45 is still my favorite number, but I am most impressed about the number 9. This video is so silly. I don't even consider myself a math person. I was good at math in school, but aside from algebra, I never actually liked it. I mean, I guess I was never actually in calculus. I was in pre-calculus. I could have went on to calculus, but there was no reason to. I don't mean to flex, I'm just following a train of thought here. Calculus is like similar to algebra. It's like the next evolution of algebra, basically. I didn't mind algebra. Algebra was difficult for me at first, though. I had to get tutored on it, but once I figured it out, then it was actually kind of fun to do. Geometry sucks, though. I absolutely cannot stand geometry and its evolution trigonometry. It is the worst. Don't even get me started on proofs. Ugh. Sorry, bad memories. I got good grades on that too. I think I also needed tutoring on that. Math sucks, which is why I didn't want to get a career that required math. But numbers fascinate me. Math, not so much, but numbers, yes. But anyway, my weirdness about numbers developed more in my adult life, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. You got a small taste of the quirkiness of Aloubell's mind. I hope you were informed and entertained. What's your favorite number? Do you have any numerical or mathematical hot takes? Comment below with a mathematical emoji and make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed my ramblings. I'm also on Patreon, and channel memberships are a cool thing that's happening as well. Here's some more math for you. You plus Patreon and or channel membership equals a happy Aloe, and awesome stuff for you. Stealthy Pumpkin and Paradise Smith already did their homework, and so did the other patrons and channel members and subscribers. Did you? Did you do your homework? We shall soon see. But as for now, that's all there is. There isn't any more.